Welcome to the Backrooms, where we go into the background information of our favorite topics from going obscure. My name is Gabe, and I'm your host.
And my name is Matt. I am your co host who got a haircut and went clean shaven. So I look like a new man.
It's a shame.
I'm the new Matt. You've seen cool Matt. Now you get new Matt.
New Matt. It's like the new Coke.
Yes. Better believe it.
It will be around forever.
Better believe it.
Alright.
But just because that does not mean that cool Matt is gone. What's up, guys? It's cool Matt. Welcome to the Backrooms. Bros.
Bros.
Fist. This is what
Bro
the cool
fist.
Redditor kids are into, right?
Yes.
What's up? It's cool Matt. So, we're going to get into this podcast here. And this is just cool Matt and Gabe right now. We're going to get into this podcast here. This is
I don't
Backrooms.
need to be cool, Gabe, because I'm always cool.
Yeah, there's no cool Gabe, but there's cool Matt. And that's yours truly. And we're going to get into this right now.
Yeah. Today's topic, well, our first topic,
We got a double header for you guys.
is fun with computers.
Fun. Yeah, that's right. Fun with computers. Yeah.
I'll let you take the reins on this topic because you're more of the computer genius between the two of us.
Well, regular Matt's the computer genius.
Oh,
That nerd
I
is
think we need.
that
I think
nerd
we
is
need-
genius.
I think we need normal Matt back. Then
Normal
to
Matt's
explain
gonna come back right now.
He's gone for good.
Hey
He's only
guys,
cool Matt now.
hey guys, it's Thorin here. Yeah. Anyway, that was weird. I'm back. I've never left. It was me, by the way, the whole time. I just put sunglasses on.
Uh-huh.
Yep. You didn't even have to be scared. It was me the whole time.
I was really scared. I thought you'd never come back.
Yeah, you thought Cool Matt was going to take over? No, he's actually me. In case you didn't know, Cool Matt is me. But anyway, yeah, computer troubles. So, Gabe's PC is kind of poo-poo right now, or it was. And it was taking him forever to, turn on his computer. And he'd turn it on, and it would, take, an hour and a million years to open up.
And it would be very laggy while I was using it.
Yep, and so mine was starting to slow down too. And so in order to fix that, I ordered a couple new hard drives on good old Amazon.
The Amazon.
And on the Amazon, and I put it in mine. Took about 5 hours to do the whole process, plug it in, transfer everything from old hard drive to new one, remove old hard drive. Use my label maker to put backup drive on it, and then throw it in a drawer where it will probably remain forever.
Forever and ever.
Yeah. But anyway, mine went very smoothly. Nonetheless, mine went very smoothly. Gabe's, on the other hand, he needed my help for this.
Yeah, because I'm no computer nerd like you.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to go over to Gabe's. And, it's going to be like a one-day thing, It's going to be no problem at all. So I almost said guitar. I get in my car.
Your guitar.
I get in my guitar, and I strum all the way over to Gabe's, all right? And then I get there. And Gabe's got to turn his computer on, first of all. And so I got to experience firsthand how slow that thing was. And it was. Very slow.
Yeah.
Took about 20 minutes for it to warm up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just had to do a couple things. But, I forgot one thing. I have a little flash drive here with Windows 10 on it. You see, the reason why I need Windows 10 is because Gabe's computer only has one hard drive, which has Windows on it. And so if I remove that hard drive and put a new one in there, it's not going to have Windows on it. Like mine has 2 drives in it, for all you computer geeks out there. I got an SSD M.2 drive in there that's running Windows. A 970 Evo from Samsung in there. Yep, that's right. And then I got my second drive, and that's the one I replaced. So it went smooth for me. Gabe's, on the other hand, he needed Windows. And I was like, okay, you have a thumbstick, right? A thumb drive? And he was like, no.
Okay, you're the one that said you were going to bring it with you, then you forgot.
I forgot it, yep.
You
So
never
I,
told me we needed a flash drive.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
I
I was
didn't
on the
even know
car
we.
ride over there. I had to drive through a
Yeah,
blizzard to get there. For one thing, I
yeah.
forgot. I forgot that detail. We were in the middle of a blizzard, and I had to
Was it?
drive through it. It was pretty bad that day.
Was it a blizzard that day? Yeah,
Yeah,
it
at least that
was.
morning. It was like
Yeah,
kind of dying down at that point.
it wasn't as bad as that one that was later on.
The one that was like last, like a week ago today.
Yeah, that we'll get to that part of the story later.
Oh, yes, of course. We will get to that. So, anyway, Gabe doesn't have a flash drive, and so he calls his mom. He calls his mommy.
Yeah, my
Like, this
mom.
this boy needs to call his mom for something? Like, come on. And so he calls his mommy, and he's like,
Mhm.
Mommy, do you have any thumbsticks? And she's like, No!
Yeah,
And so Gabe's like, oh, okay. And then he hangs it up. And then Gabe gets super mad and he like punches a hole in the wall.
yeah. I punched a hole in the wall and screamed.
Gabe's went into a fit of rage and I'm just kind of standing there like,
Mhm.
watch this whole thing. That didn't really happen. That was a joke. For all you people who take everything seriously. I know several of those kinds of people. That was a joke. That was a joke. I'm going to turn my gain down. I think I'm peaking the mic.
Good
I'm
job.
hurting the little kid's ears right now.
Yeah, a little kid to use.
I'm hurting the kitty's ears right now. But anyway, I say that a lot when I'm telling a story, if you couldn't tell. Anyway, that's not important.
No, it's not.
So after Gabe is done not freaking out, we're like, okay, how are we going to get a hard drive? Let's go to Target.
Mhm.
Let's go to Target and get a hard drive. So we get in my car, like I had to drive
It's
and pay
because
for
you parked in
gas.
front of my garage.
I parked right in front of Gabe's garage so we couldn't get out. So we had to use my car, and then we go over to Target and we get a thumbstick, bring it back, load Windows 10 on. No, we didn't do that. That's later in the story. Kept the thumbstick. I don't remember why we got it originally.
Is to download Windows 10 onto it.
Yeah, but we didn't do that though.
We didn't.
No. Oh, I
Guess
remember.
that's your
Okay.
fault.
Yeah, we kept that drive because we were going to put Windows 10 on it. But instead of doing it that day, well, I'll get to that. This story's going all over the place. Anyway,
It's kind of an all over the place story.
yeah. We get back from Target, we got the thumbstick. Put the thumbstick away for now because I have to hook up Gabe's new hard drive into his computer and transfer everything from the old one onto the new one. And like I said, for mine, it took about 5 hours. And so I get that hooked up. I get that puppy hooked up in there. And I'm transferring everything. And the estimated time was like more than a day.
Yeah.
And it said that on mine too. So I was like, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And so me and Gabe leave. And then we go hang out with our friend Abe. Not Gabe. Abe.
Very different. We went to a
Went to-
German
yeah.
bar and grill.
Went to a German place and we got this big pretzel. Like we
Really good
three-way split this big pretzel that had sausages in it.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Very
good.
good.
That was very good. Yeah.
And then Abe ate onions.
Yeah, so they had a bunch of sides. This is kind of a side story. Get it?
It's a side.
It's a side
it's like
story.
It's
They-
a side quest.
They gave you some like sides in a cup to put on the pretzel or the sausages or whatever. Like
Mhm.
jalapenos, sauerkraut, boiled cabbage.
German stuff.
Yeah. And then there was like hash in there. Not what
Mhm.
you were thinking. There wasn't hash in there. There was like potato hash.
It's corned beef hash.
Corned beef hash. Not hash.
Yes.
You idiots. Yeah, they put hash.
Like the ganja.
Huh? Yeah.
Not the ganja.
No. Like corned beef hash. And that corned beef hash was very good.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say. I was a big fan of that. That was amazing.
It was very good.
But our friend Abe, he likes to get his money's worth out of things. And so he was like, no food's going to waste today.
Mm-hmm.
And so he took a big cup of onions, dumped it out on his plate, ate every little onion on there, dumped the thing of cabbage out, ate all the cabbage, dumped the thing of jalapenos out, ate all of the jalapenos with nothing else.
Yeah,
What else? He ate a whole thing of sauerkraut too.
yeah.
Me and you split the
Cabbage.
hash, the corned beef hash.
Yeah, there's cabbage too, if you didn't mention it.
I said that, yeah. The boiled
Okay.
cabbage. He ate all that.
Uh,
And
there was bell peppers too.
no, yeah, we ate the bell peppers and the
Yeah.
hash.
But speaking of though, I realized something while we were at the German bar and grill is
Mm-hmm.
that whenever you and I or like a group of us go to like a restaurant, it
Mm-hmm.
seems like I'm always the designated talk to the waiter slash waitress person because I'm just charismatic and compared to the rest of you to talk to people
Uh huh.
that
Uh
we
huh.
don't know.
Uh huh.
So I'm the designated talk to the people and the restaurant guy.
Yeah, well, we're not as bad as Mickey,
Yeah,
aka the
like
camera guy from Thornmont Podcast.
yeah, like Mickey. He's like,
He's like,
I need a Benzino, please. Yeah,
well, Abe's not an awkward guy either, really.
yeah,
But like, he was like, yeah. When she walked by, I just went. Like Gabe can't see what I did, but he went. Like when she's like, "You guys, is everything good?" And he just goes,
well, what are you supposed to do when you got a mouthful of onions?
"Yeah." The waiter was walking by, and she kind of was like I saw her do that once. Like kind of
Yeah,
look like weird.
yeah,
Like what's going on here? Because she didn't bring the check until all that stuff was gone.
yeah.
But
Anyway,
that's not important to the story. We
back
went
to
to the
the hard
German
drive.
place,
Yep.
and then we're gonna go back to Gabe's, and then see like where it's at.
Hmm.
And it was at like what,
Like,
60%.
yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, it'll be done by the morning. So I will come over. Was it the next day?
It's like a
No, I
couple
will come
days
over on
later.
Monday. I will come over on Monday. Because this last Monday, I did not have school or work.
Hmm.
So I had the day open. Because it was President's Day. And that is why. So Gabe was just going to have to deal with his slow computer for a weekend. But I don't think we even
Whatever.
turned it on, so.
No, I didn't mess with it.
Yeah. So anyway, Monday comes around. It transferred everything. So it's
Mhm.
looking good so far. Monday comes and we have like one of the worst blizzards we've ever had.
Yeah,
The blizzard
well,
actually had a name. It was that bad. I don't remember what it was called though. It was like Winter Storm something.
yeah,
Because it like spanned the whole country.
yeah.
Like if you don't know, me and
But
Gabe are in
still,
the Midwest.
yeah, yeah,
And we got hit hard.
yeah. But for some reason, people still kept coming to the store I work in
Yep.
with their children
Yep. Yep. And so I was
to
like,
get
you know what?
snacks.
I ain't gonna risk nothing
Yeah,
for Gabe. Like,
yeah. I don't blame you.
I'm not gonna die for this chump nugget.
That's chump.
I'm not gonna die for
So,
Jaboba
yeah.
Bomb over here.
So what we did was when I got home from work, we went on a video call,
Yep.
and I basically just held my phone in one hand and a screwdriver slash my other hand just to work through the computer.
It was actually this screwdriver, which is mine, but
You
I
just
left it
out.
there. I left it there, so you used this exact screwdriver. I keep it next to me at all times because you never know when you might need a screwdriver.
Mhm.
You never know. So I'm holding Gabe's hand, and
Yeah.
and we got the old hard drive off,
Mhm.
new hard drive in there, looking good. First thing we did though was we installed Windows on that thumbstick,
Mhm.
so that was on there. Windows was on there, and so before we shut it off the last time, Gabe took a picture of the product key, which is what you need to activate Windows, because we didn't want to buy Windows again. So the product key, Gabe wrote down on a sheet of paper.
Yes.
And we booted up. And it went onto the thumbstick. So it was like, okay, Windows 10. You want to install Windows 10? Okay. Put in the license key. Gabe puts in the license key. Doesn't work. There was also a device key that Gabe took a picture of. Wrote it in there. Didn't work. So now we're going to have to buy Windows again. But I'm not going to spend $200 on Windows. So I buy a CD key,
Yes.
which I have a CD key version of Windows on my computer. It's the exact same Windows. Very, very good. Very good. deal on that. We got it for like what, $12, $13.
Yeah, $14.
Mm-hmm. And so that we got that set up. Next step: download Windows onto the drive. Which drive do you want to install Windows on? Key worked, first of all. So good, we're making progress. Choose the drive to go into. It says you can't put it on this drive. We're like, okay, that's weird. Restart the computer, try again. Same thing. Okay, let me Google what's going on here. Google something. Tells me to go into command prompt and go like through the BIOS and some weird stuff that I had to hold Gabe's hand with over a call, which was very frustrating and difficult.
Yep.
So we did the one thing. We had to format the drive in some way. Try again. Doesn't work. It's like, what's going on here? Let me look it up again. Something comes up. There's a whole nother problem that I gotta solve. And there's like a million steps to solve this problem. And then I got upset. And I was like, you know what? Let's just do it Wednesday
Yeah.
when
Well,
I'm off school.
I was getting tired of it too because we were at that point we were on a call for 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like right after I was done with the work, so I spent my entire day from going to work to being on a call trying to fix my own computer for
Yep.
like 2 hours.
Yep. And the thing about where I go to school is it's right down the street
Mm-hmm.
from Gabe's mansion.
Yeah, from my mansion, from my YouTube pension.
Yep. From that whole $100 we make every 3 months from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're supposed to say that or not.
Yeah, it doesn't
I don't
matter.
think it matters. I can just it if you want.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'll just keep it in. Whatever. If YouTube kills us or something, we'll know
I don't
that
think
we
I don't
will
think
know.
YouTube actually cares.
We will know if we did something wrong if YouTube kills us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Wednesday comes around and I get off school. And I had to, when class ends, I sit in the library and do all my homework like a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I don't want to do homework at home.
Yeah.
And so I get it all done at school. So I don't have to worry about anything. That's a good tip for all you people going into college. Do that. Don't do what I did my freshman year and do nothing. Do what I'm doing this year and actually do the work. Stay ahead of things. So I finished my class. I finished my homework. A's. No mean to brag or anything.
Wow, it's amazing.
Had to do a math quiz. 90%.
I'm
Not
so
bragging or
proud.
anything.
I'm so
Don't mean to
proud.
brag or anything. Come on, just stop. Stop with the comments. I know you're all like, wow, Matt's such a good student. Matt is a good student.
Yep.
But you don't have to type that, okay? You don't have to waste your time.
You already know.
You already know. I mean, I just told you, but whatever. So I finished doing my classes like a good boy. It's like, okay, time to finish this once for all. So I head over to Gabe's. So I get there, and same issue. But the first thing I tried to do was pull that thumb drive out and see if Windows was actually on that old hard drive. Because Gabe moved everything from them.
Yep.
And so there had to be, there had to be Windows on there. That didn't work. Apparently Windows does not work that way, but I wanted to just test it and see, so that wasn't a problem. And so I turned it off, put the thumb drive back in, have to put in the code again. Every single time we had to restart the computer, we had to put the code in. I didn't mention that. And the key takes, it's kind of long to put in because a bunch of letters and numbers. And so I had to put that in, same issue. So then I look up a YouTube video. And of course, good old Indian guy helps me. They're so good.
Mhm.
Always help. Always helpful. And that guy was like, okay, here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to delete everything on the hard drive, first of all. And so I did that. Basically undoing everything we did on Friday, the first day. So all that we did on Friday was for nothing. But, if we can get Windows on there, it's all right. We can just plug Gabe's now backup drive in there and move everything over. Which is what we ended up doing in the end anyway. but I'll get to that. Try it again. Put Windows on there. Doesn't work. And it's like, why? Why does it not work? It's like you gotta convert it to something else now. So, really dumb. Really dumb. Then I look up a video, and this time I get a British guy. I get a British guy this time. And he tells me to do one thing or another. And I do it. And it actually works. See, both videos that I watched succeeded in what I was supposed to do. I was able to follow them both and do what they told me to do. But ultimately, in the end, we went through about 4 hours of work for nothing. Because really, all we had to do was take the old drive out, put the new drive in, install Windows on the new drive, let that get all set up, and then plug the old drive back in and move everything over. And we did it in the worst way possible by first moving everything over to the new drive, and then we had to try and put Windows on the new drive. That didn't work. Had to delete everything off the drive. Try and get Windows on it again. Didn't work. Had to delete everything off the drive again. Then we got it. So it was a wiped hard drive that we ultimately put Windows on. Which is what we would have had if we would have just put the new drive in there from the get-go. We got it, though. We got it, though.
And then we started copying all the old hard drive stuff onto the new.
And
this is
you
where
let that go.
Yeah, this is where I'll take over.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I assumed it would, like last time, it would, take like 12 hours or whatever, and finally, eventually, finish up. And I was like, yeah, I was fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I let it be over the night, overnight, and when I woke up in the morning, it was 75%. I was like, oh, that's fine. Let it be for a while, and eventually I noticed that it once again said a day like more than a day left.
It said
and
a
it was
day
stuck.
in the life.
It said a day in a life, yes. And it showed it was at 92% and was stuck on a file named Alphabet.
That's right.
And I was like, okay, I texted you. I was like, hey, it's been stuck on this thing called Alphabet for like the last 2 hours, and you said, oh, just let it be for a couple hours. So I was like, okay. So I went to work, as I do every day, all day, every day. Come back, and it's 12 hours after it first got stuck at 92%. It's still at 92%. It's still stuck on Alphabet. So I decided, whatever, I'll just end the process here and figure out what 8% of my stuff is missing. And luckily, none of my personal stuff is gone. No audio files, no old videos, pictures, whatever, family portraits. But I have already noticed the side effects, like right before. Well, I'm about to give some behind the scenes. The way I record my face for Going Obscure, Backrooms specifically, is I record my webcam through Bandicam.
So do I.
Yeah. So I had to re-download and register Bandicam again right before we started recording. And I have to do that with my video editing software. I'll have to do that with Steam pretty soon. I think I actually did that with Steam already. Never mind.
Yeah.
Pretty much like my, software stuff. Like my, what do you call it? I don't even know what to call it.
Software.
Yeah, software. So yeah. And
I
that's the end
guess
of the story.
Yeah, I guess I had to do one thing. I had to reinstall all my games. But that was it.
I still have. Yeah, I have to re-download Minecraft. I'm just too lazy to do it, and I don't play video games enough, so.
Yeah, luckily I had all the important games on my main drive, so.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yep. Either way, our hard drives are fixed.
Yes.
We got fast computers again.
Yeah, for the most part. I still have
mine
some
is
issues.
faster.
Yeah. Well, mine is faster, but like logging in is slower, actually, oddly enough.
Yeah, because you
Not
got to
like
put
it.
in that different password. Yeah.
Yeah, because it wants me to go through Microsoft rather than a PIN.
Yeah. However, Doctor Redacted's computer is the fastest,
Wow.
and I built that one.
Yep.
I built that one, and it was the fastest computer I've ever built.
Probably because he dumped the most money into it.
He put like almost 2,000 into it,
Hmm.
or more.
Which is
But
double than what I spent on mine. So,
but due to inflation, there's
yeah.
computer stuff is more expensive
Anyway, should I
now.
introduce our second topic, which is more related to the topic that was Going Obscure episode 44?
Hmm.
All right.
Which was, I love bees. Which
I
now
do love bees.
25 minutes into the Backrooms, we are now saying what the main episode was. If you haven't
Yeah.
checked it already, here's a card. Even though we don't do
Somehow,
that
if you've
anymore.
found this video before,
Yeah.
um,
Well, maybe you just wanted to listen to us talk about computers,
yeah, it's
or me talk
fine.
about story-related
Backrooms
games.
doesn't have to be related to the actual episode. Not every time.
Not
Not
every
like
time.
last time. I don't think it was mentioned.
It
I don't
wasn't.
think Agartha was even mentioned.
I think we mentioned it a little bit, but there's really
Yeah.
nothing to expand on there.
Anyway, um, this episode was supposed to come out like months ago when
Yeah.
Halo Infinite came out, but little goober over here is like,
This one was really hard to make. Like I'm not
mhm,
even when we're recording the Backrooms right now. Like I have a chunk of the footage ready,
mhm,
but
is you're a
it's not.
goober.
Well, episode 45,
Yeah,
all the way done. Episode 46, all the way done. So when
because you
this one
have the
comes out, there's
attention
going to be
span
a
of a
3 week.
walnut.
That doesn't make sense. Like if you said like the attention span of a gopher, that would make sense. But the walnut is not a living
Yep.
thing.
You sure about that?
When it's on the tree or the bush or whatever
Anyway,
it's on.
anyway,
But yeah, see, we're gonna have a 3 week streak at
yeah.
least
Well, we
right
should
now.
stick with the one video a month
Okay,
that
yeah,
we've been doing just to keep that.
I guess yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. So in honor of this topic that was the Halo 2 ARG,
Mm-hmm.
I was going to talk about the 6 Halo games that I've played through in my life and maybe even try to rank them.
Okay, I've never played Halo, so
Because when Halo Infinite was like it was a couple months before it came out, I started replaying all the Master Chief Collection, which
yeah, the
has
remasters.
Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, and then ODST and Reach.
Oh,
For
there's a
the
lot in there.
It has 6 games on it.
Nice.
So I've played those 6 games. I have not played Halo 5, Halo Infinite, or the 2 Halo Wars games.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was a child, like a very young child, I remember watching my much older cousins playing Halo Wars, which I don't know why they chose to play Halo Wars because it's like a tactical war game rather than like a shoot 'em up.
Mm-hmm. It's not an
Anyway,
FPS game.
no, it's not. It's like the game Total War?
Yes,
It's like that, but Halo.
I know Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator because I have that
Yeah,
game.
something like that.
There's a video on my channel of me playing that game.
Yep.
But made a
Um,
plug there. Check it out. Keep
so
going.
yeah,
Good.
I would like to make a brief personal overview of those 6 games and then attempt to rank them.
Okay.
So I'll talk about them in order of when I played them, which I
Mm-hmm.
played them in the order that the Master Chief Collection has, like from. It's not like you have to play and finish one and then you can play the other, play them in whatever order you want, but they have them in chronological order.
Okay.
The thing. So I started with Halo Reach. Halo
Mm-hmm.
Reach was a masterpiece. All right,
That's the first one.
it it's Halo Reach is the first chronologically.
Oh, okay.
It came out after Halo 3,
Oh, okay.
but it takes place like immediately before the first game
Mm.
and heart-wrenching. It made it made me sad. It was a very fun game. It was frustrating at times, but like, it happens.
No spoilers.
I will not make spoilers, but like that last mission gave me a feeling that I can't exactly explain.
But if it happens right before the first game, you can just continue. It's
What?
like, oh boy, the story's over. But I can just play Halo 1 and then the story continues.
Well, it's yeah, the story of Halo Reach is like a squad that and then like it's like it the story is how the villains um invade and destroy this planet called Reach
Oh,
and
okay.
how like your team is trying to stop them, but at the end of the game, like near the end of the game, your team realizes that it's like in vain that the planet can't be saved, so they evacuate the planet and one of the ships, like the main ship that you protect near the end of the game has Master Chief on it, so
It's kind of
he's
a spoiler.
asleep. It's whatever. It's the beginning of the first game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the first game's I'll explain in just a second, but the Halo Reach was a masterpiece. It made me feel the end. I'm sure anybody who's played that game before understands what I mean with that last level there.
Mm-hmm.
I won't spoil it, but do you know the meme that's like objective survive?
Yes.
That's where that comes from. It's from Halo
Oh, really?
Reach. Yeah.
That part
Um,
must be really hard then.
yeah.
You can't die there.
Yep. hmm so Halo Combat Evolved or Halo 1
Mm-hmm.
starts right after Halo Reach, and it's like the ship that escaped Reach and it's all damaged and stuff. Find the Halo ring. Halo rings are cool. It's a fun game. Honestly, I'm gonna get a little bit of slack, but I think out of the original three games, it's my least favorite because it's just a little outdated for me.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like it's from 2001, so it's
Oh,
it's a little outdated, but it's
so
still a lot
yeah.
of fun.
It's when the original Xbox came out.
Yeah, but there's levels and areas in the game that are they're overly difficult.
Oh, okay.
Like I didn't have as much issues. Hold on. Like people in like Halo fans always Halo,
You're
but then
cutting
kind
out.
of just what?
You were cutting out when you were saying that.
Oh, it's the consensus with Halo fans that the legendary like difficulty, so like the hardest difficulty of Halo 2 is the most difficult, which I can't atone for because I've never played it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think that Halo Combat Evolves harder, just because there's areas in the game that's like, oh no checkpoints, you just gotta fight waves and waves and stuff. But
Mm.
yeah, the game is fun, but I would say, in my opinion, is just a little outdated. Halo 2, another masterpiece. You saw footage of it in the game, or in the video of Going Obscure.
Because that's kind
And
of the game it was focused on.
huh?
That's the
Oh
game
yeah,
that the
it
episode was
is.
focused on.
Yes. This game to me is the Empire Strikes Back of Halo, where it's different enough from the other games and it just does better than the others. And the Arbiter is my favorite character in the series.
Oh, okay. You're kind of cutting out, but I think they
Oh,
got what you said there.
yeah, the Arbiter is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Halo 3, that one's a lot of fun too. Um, I think in general it's the most fun out of the original three, but I would say that the story isn't as good as Halo 2.
Mm.
Like it's almost it's definitely the Return of the Jedi of where it's has a lot of fun to
Mm-hmm.
it, but like it kind of just rehashes a little the first one did.
Oh, okay.
Because the first one, did well, so it's like let's do it again but bigger.
Oh, okay.
But the ending is another heart-wrenching, and it's great.
Isn't it the last one in the series then? Like the
Halo
latest?
3,
Yeah.
that's the last one in the original trilogy.
Oh.
Halo Infinite's the last one in the second trilogy, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
Halo ODST, it's a spin-off of the third game, and it's
Mm,
like regular like ground troops basically, and it's a mystery game actually.
mm.
It's an open world mystery, and I love it a lot. It's a ton of fun, and there's a lot of mysteries to it that I think haven't even been solved yet. It's like I love bees, but like on steroids,
Okay.
where there's an ARG inside of it that hasn't even been solved yet after over a decade.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
Maybe
maybe
we could
one day.
solve it.
I don't think we could.
Yeah, probably not.
But yeah, it's a ton of fun. Honestly, it's good, but I don't think it's as good as like Halo 2 or Halo 3.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's a ton of fun though. I'd say the only one that is a little outdated is the first one, but I still think it's good. I don't think any of the original or the six games are bad.
Okay. So the
And
fourth one is good. Fourth one is good, but you're not going to want
the
to do it again.
the last one I will talk about is Halo 4.
Halo what?
Most Halo 4.
Oh, okay.
Most people agree that Halo 4 is its own, but when you take in account Halo 5, it becomes bad.
Okay.
So that's why I stopped after 4 is because the story is, but I was
The
told
story's
that
what?
The story of Halo 4 is good,
Okay.
but I was told that Halo 5 ruins the story of Halo 4.
Oh, okay.
It adds a whole bunch of new things. It's a lot of fun. It's mostly just the same old shoot 'em up kind of thing, but the ending again is another hard. But I think I'd say it's like the second best heart wrencher ending, right next to Reach, because it's kind of an emotional climax to the two main characters of the series.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
So
Let me
you
rank them.
haven't. So you haven't played Infinite then,
I haven't played after that.
which would be 5, right?
Yep, Halo 5 and then Halo Infinite and then
Oh, but
the
you
two
haven't played
wars.
5.
No,
Oh, okay.
but I've been told that it's the worst Halo game ever.
Halo 5 is.
Yes,
Hmm.
everyone agrees that it's the worst one. All
Hmm.
right, so let's
But
rank
do
them.
you agree?
I have not played it, so I don't have an opinion. I just know the story.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's rank them. Bottom, Halo 1.
Ooh.
2, Halo ODST. Um, 3, Halo 4. Uh, 4, Halo 3.
I
Uh,
think it, I think you're
uh,
going the wrong way.
sorry, 2, Halo Reach, and 1, Halo 2.
Oh,
There you
Halo
go.
2's the best one.
Yes, that's my definitive rating, or ranking, I should say.
I think you went 6, 5,
Did I?
4, 5, 2, 1,
Whoops.
or something.
So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. 6
That's
was 4. 5
that's
was
what?
OSD or
No, no,
whatever.
no, no. 6 was 1.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 6 was
So
1.
I wouldn't say any of these six, but I'd say the closest to average is
What?
the closest to to like an average video,
You cut out
but
again.
I wouldn't say any of them are bad games, but the closest to being average is like the first one.
Closest being average is the first one.
Yep, so I'd go 6 is 1, 2 is ODS, or 5 is ODST, 4 is 4, um 3 is 3, 2 is Reach, 1 is 2.
It's like that one video, top 10 numbers.
Yeah,
Number 1,
top
number
10
10 is
numbers
number
between 1.
7. Number 9 is number 8. Number 8
Yeah.
is number 4. You know, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so yes, that's my definitive rating. You can hate me in the comments,
But the number
but
1
that's
number was number
my
5, by the
personal
way.
opinion. What?
In that video, the number
Oh
1
yeah,
was number 5,
yeah.
which is the best number.
So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
But
That's
5 is
my
not the best number for Halo, apparently.
Yes, I've been told that is the worst one. That's like the only one that's like genuinely a bad game.
Hmm. I should do
And I haven't.
rankings of every Fallout game. Not tonight.
That you can do that in our next Halo
But then
Fallout.
again, I've only played. I have not played Fallout 2. or
Poser.
Brotherhood of Steel.
Poser.
But I've played 1, 3, New Vegas, 4, and 76.
Poser.
Yeah. And I did
Yeah.
not like the first one.
Yeah. Anyway.
But that
Should
could be
we,
for another time.
yeah, should we call it a night for the podcast? It's been 40 minutes.
Yes, we should.
All right.
This is a long podcast. But then again,
Yeah,
all
had a
the
lot to say.
podcasts this season have been long.
Yeah, we had a lot to say.
Yeah. Mostly because every single one we're catching up.
Mm-hmm.
It seems.
Yeah.
So what did we do in the month when we were gone?
Yeah.
When last
Happens.
season it was like, okay, so this episode's
There was
about
like
this.
a week in between.
Well, don't worry. Next week should have. Yeah, I have a note here with like what we would talk about
Yeah.
for Backrooms topics, and this one was Gabe reviews classic Halo games,
Oh, look at that.
which you did. And next week is
I can't even read it.
you can't even see it, can you?
No. Well, I have screen
Well, no,
share still on, but
you do.
it looks like pixels.
Oh, next week is
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Say your little outro, and then we can clock out.
All right. See you guys next time in the Backrooms. In the Backrooms.
Bye.